I would like to share my advice on how to find the love of your life if you are trying to find one. And actually, my advice is on how to not try to find the love of your life, because it's the only way for you to find the love of your life, according to my personal experience. The thing is, the one thing you have to remember is that you do not find the love of your life. It finds you. Even if you have examples around you, like from your friends or people you know, that as if they have found the love of their life through their own searching, by putting themselves out there, actively dating, and it appears that they have sifted through their dating journey and finally found the love of their life. But actually, look at those people that fail. What's the difference between them? Pretty much no difference. If you actually have a look, some people just can date a few dates and then they find someone. Most other people, they can date forever and never find someone. And I am the latter. And I used to, for a long time, years, I believed that I have to find, if I don't ever go out and put myself out there, I would never find someone. So if I want to find someone, which I wanted, I have to put myself out there in a certain way so that I can attract the right person. So that I only used online dating. I used all apps, dating apps, all the most popular ones, all the most effective ones. I knew I did the math. You have to use the most popular apps, right? And you have to. So for me, I tried different strategies. I tried to write different things in my profile. I ended up putting more and more things in my profile in order to attract the right person, because in my mind, the right person would be attracted by what's inside of me, not my appearance. So I don't try to put the prettiest pictures out there, because obviously the prettier your pictures are, the more matches you're going to get and more time you're going to waste on people that are only attracted by your appearance. So I don't put the most pretty pictures of mine. Especially, I do not put any sexy pictures. And I get really strategic. I try to make sure that my calculation, my mind, my plan works. And I would ask people. Basically, I just. I also even would give everybody a fair chance. Like, I wouldn't just swipe right pictures that are attractive. I would also read their profiles. I would also, give people that are not physically attractive a chance if in their bio something suggests that they could be interesting. Even if it's a very unattractive person, I just swipe right at everybody, not everybody, but those that I know wouldn't get along with me, I swipe left. Those that I'm not sure if would get along with me, I swipe right. So anybody that said they liked reading, I would swipe right. And that didn't work for me, not at all. It would get me to know some people for a couple of months. We became friends or whatever, and they just we lost contact. I would then run into some other people, and then we would find okay, we click. But then still, it just fell apart. So I still thought, okay, there's something I'm not doing right. So I look better. I tried to update my profile. I tried to update my strategy. I tried different strategy. This time I only swipe right people that I find attractive, basically following my first intuition. When I see a profile without reading, I look at the person in the eye in the picture, and then I decided I want to swipe right or not. And I tried it, for a while. It never worked either. So, also, I tried to be nice, right? If it's it's a person that's attractive to me and their bio looks very intriguing. So basically, this whole person looks like very potential, and I'm really interested in them. I would be really nice to, like, not like really nice, but I would just try to somehow just I don't know how to describe it, but you kind of have this expectation. I don't know, but everybody would do this, if you're not someone who's really spontaneous, really, really free, that when you see someone that's really interests you somehow, that makes you feel like, okay, I'd really like to know this person, and you have this sense of expectation arising in the back of your mind, no matter you're aware of it or not. I'm highly aware of it, and it makes me really uncomfortable because it makes me want to change my behavior, the way I talk. When I want to say some things, like I would avoid cursing, for example, in the first few messages, and I would try to be like, I don't know, like I just kind of feel like I'm chained by my own expectation. I kind of don't want to lose this person, even if I really get careful that I do not change who I am in front of this person, but still, because of this expectation, I unavoidably would, consciously or unconsciously, subtly change the way I talk, whatever. It just with all of this micromanagement, that people do in their dating life. I met hundreds of people like online, and I met like dozens of people in real life over the years, and I did not find anything. I tried so many different things. I tried to filter people out. I tried everything. And is there anything that I haven't tried? Oh, now what I'm doing is I'm not doing anything anymore. I do not care about my profile anymore. I do not even I don't care when I swipe anymore. I just totally just let it go. Like, I just look at the profile. If I like it, I swipe it. If I don't like it, I don't care anymore, it's not like, okay, I don't pay any attention anymore. I don't care at all anymore if I would miss someone, I used to, when I'm swiping, and then I would accidentally swipe left a profile that I kind of wanted to swipe right. I would regret. I would say, I might have missed the love of my life. I might have missed the right person. I would just feel really sad, and I'd get panic, whatever. But now, if I swipe left somebody that suddenly I felt, okay, this person looked really nice. I really would like to have swiped them right, but I have swiped them left. I do not give a damn. It probably means that they are not right for me, And I used to try to keep the conversations going. I never would let any conversation, I would never reply. My last message in the conversation would always end with a question, so that the conversation would be kept going, because I would get more than one match, right? More than 5 matches. I'd be talking to more than 3 people at least, often more than that. Because, I was trying to, like most people when they're dating in their dating life, trying to sift through, right? You don't want to make the other people think that you're not interested anymore. So I always try to keep the conversation going. No matter, I like the person, as long as I don't dislike the person, I always try to keep the conversation going by ending my last message in a conversation with a question, so that it would entirely depend on them to whether or not reply or not, It never worked. It didn't work, So now I don't give a damn anymore if I'm talking to a person and, I just don't feel like talking to them. I'm talking to this person, and this person looks nothing special, appears to be nothing special, nothing, nothing that really draws me, I've never had the feeling that, okay, this is definitely the right person. I've never had the feeling that, this is the right person. I've dealt with, like, I don't know, hundreds, or has it exceeded 1,000 people online. Never had I had the feeling this is this is it. Never. And that's not something you can find. It's something that finds you. You can, like I said, I've sifted through thousands of people in profiles just talking about swiping. I've like swiped, I don't know, thousands and thousands of profiles online. Never have I once felt right, without doubt. I've only met people that seems really interesting, seems really attractive, people that seem very attractive. That's it. That's it. And now I've come to the conclusion that there's nothing, because I've exhausted my strategies. There's literally nothing I can do. There's nothing I need to do to find, because that's not how it works. You don't find anything. It finds you. The only reason that you're not in a relationship, you're not having the love of your life, is because it's not the time. There's no other reason there. No other reason. It doesn't matter where you are in your life, because different people in different parts of their life, they have a relationship. It's not like only the people that are at the best of their life, they have a relationship. You can also see people that are at the worst times of their life, they met someone. Or people that are really have succeeded in life, or have really done self-improvement, this or that. They met someone. In all stages of life, all walks of life, people in all points of their life, they can meet someone. It has nothing to do with your state of mind. The love of your life is something predestined, because you planned it for yourself before you incarnated into this earth. I am so sure now, because after I learned about it, soul planning, before you came into this place, you discussed with your spirit guides when and with who, and you signed soul contracts with these people that are gonna be significant in your life. So if you can't find someone, really, just relax, because there is literally nothing you can or need to do to get anything going. You don't even need, when it's time for you to meet the love of your life, you can live in 10 kilometers deep inside a mountain with nobody around. That person will still be able to reach you, because that's what I read from someone. This is a person, she got into a mountain, lived all by herself in the countryside, doing meditation for 3-4 years, and then she found the love of her life. She didn't find that person. She didn't find that person. That person found her. She didn't even want it. So really, that's a very relaxing, relieving message. When you first heard it, you might think, shit. So you might feel desperate, you might feel despair, because you might think, oh my God, there's really nothing I can do. There's really nothing I can do to find what I want. But actually, you can relax. It's really relaxing, really relieving. There's nothing you can possibly do to miss out on such an important thing that you signed a contract for with that person. You can do nothing to block out that person from your life, and you can also do nothing to invite them into your life when it's not the right time. Some people may say, I manifested this, I manifested that person. It's all just synchronicity. It just happens to be the right time that person should show up in your life, and then you are manifesting. Actually, this idea of manifesting is like your intuitive knowing that that at this perfect timing, that person's gonna show up in your life. So you come up with this idea of, you happen to run into manifestation, you start doing it, and then that person shows up. It's just synchronicity. It has nothing to do with your manifesting power, because this is all pre-planned. Maybe you could have make that person show up a month earlier, maybe, I don't know, with a manifestation power. I have no idea, but you can't possibly make that person show up 2 years before they are supposed to. I don't know, 2 years, one year maybe. I have no idea, to be fair. I don't know how this world works. I don't know how these contracts work, but I am so sure that you don't need to do anything. You literally don't need to do anything. Focus on things you literally have control of. Things like this, you have zero control of. Do not worry about it. That's so relaxing. That's so relieving. If you are still struggling, you used to, like me, I used to, for years, I wanted to date, I wanted to find someone, It never worked, If you don't listen, you still struggle to find really, really forcing. You try to force it. What's going to happen is first you just keep getting disappointed. Keep getting disappointed, and you would even get into depression because of this. You might start to doubt yourself, doubt this and doubt that. Maybe that's your path, that could be it. I don't know. I'm just here trying to open up a new a door and a window that you neglected. I don't know why in this video I think I'm speaking with an accent that I normally don't have. And second, you might end up finding someone or some people, which, is more likely you might run into some people. You might start a date, and you might find, okay, this is really potential. Something's going to happen. We're going to have a result. And then they all are going to end up disappointing you because you have so much expectation. You have this and that. You're forcing it. It's not spontaneous, not natural, You know it when you're forcing it. You know it. I don't even need to explain what it's like to be forcing it or to just let it happen. You know it. I don't know what to explain. I know it. So nowadays, even when I see someone, I used to. Well, when I saw someone that's really, potential. You know it when you're in a dating life. When you see somebody, you find them attractive, and somehow you start to get nervous. If you're someone insecure like me, you would start to feel nervous. You would start to feel, I don't want to fail this time. I want to make it work. So you start to have this kind of thoughts. You start to feel really, really kind of nervous. You worrisome around this person, and I still do. And back when I was feeling this, I got really sad when that person ended up, leaving or mismatching. I was really frustrated. But nowadays, I still have this feeling when I see someone that's kind of attractive, potential, or intriguing, whatever, and I would have this, nervous feeling inside of me. I just don't give a damn about it. I don't get controlled by it. If that person just ended up being not fitting, I just let it go really quickly. I just say to myself, oh, okay, bastard, son of a bitch, you disappoint me, and that's it. That means nothing but that person is not for you. If you forced it somehow, you manipulated it somehow to make it work, it wouldn't last long. First, second, you both would suffer, or you would suffer, or whatever. The person that forces would suffer, That's basically how it works. The world works, that works. That's the same for everything else in your life. If you, for example, you take a job that you hate, you think that's gonna help you make your life better, but you hate the job. That's a sign you're not following your intuition, and if you really keep on heading toward that direction of believing that you need a job that you hate in order to be able to work hard to earn survival, you're not following your intuition, because your intuition tells you to follow your passion, to be spontaneous, to let go, to be free, to surrender to the timing. I don't know. I don't know really, for different people they have their different path, but for me I am 100% sure that you have to do things that light you up eventually. I mean, you could probably find a job that you hate. You could do it temporarily. Don't think that it's gonna be the rest of your life, because your main focus would always your only responsibility in this life is to follow your light. Your light. You know what I'm talking about. Your heart knows it. You know it. People are only, if they say they don't know it, I mean, you might not know the light of your life. I don't know. Like for example, right now I don't know like what I should do. So I'm not doing anything. That's it. Because I know it's a if I was supposed to do something, I would be shown the way. I would feel excited. Follow that excitement. What excites you during a day? It doesn't have to be a career, just anything small, anything that excites you at the moment. Go towards it. Your excitement is your sign. Your excitement is your breadcrumb that you should follow. You need to follow. That's your only responsibility in your life. Anything else are just your conditioning, or your basically just your conditioning. Children would never force themselves to do things they hate. Children, without conditioning and with very little conditioning, they knew every single moment they were trying to follow their excitement. They would never do things they hate. When they want to play with a toy, they only choose the one that excites them the most. They only choose people that excite them the most. And as they grow up, older and older, they stop doing that. They start to choose people that they don't really like, but they think if they get along with them and then they would get this and that. That's basically conditioning, conditioned by our society. You have to do what excites you. You have to, the only way to start to be responsible, the word responsibility, responsible, it's so misinterpreted, misused, misled. The only responsibility you have in your life is to follow your light, follow your heart, follow your true intuition, follow your excitement moment by moment. Listen to that guy called Bashar, Bashar. He's an alien, and he will tell you what to do more specifically. I'm here just to tell you, if you, in your life, you don't have, if you want something really badly and it's not there, I mean, it's nothing but telling you to relax. It will show up. The only reason why you want something is because they will show up in your life. Something you really desire, really, really want. Like in my case, I really desire a heartfelt, deep, profound connection or connections with other people. And I've gone so far that I've given up on the idea of having a romantic relationship. I no longer find it necessary anymore. I can't even imagine how it would be like for me. And I really can't tell the difference between a romantic relationship and friendship. There is really no difference. So romantic relationship is completely replaceable by friendship. I only want friendships now. If romantic relationships or relationship arises, I take it for sure. But it's not something like I really, really want, and I want nothing else like I used to. Because it's a long story, I can skip that. But you get the idea. Life is really easy. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to figure out anything. Just trust the timing. You know, it's really hard. I understand. It's really hard. You know, you get really panicking. I'm a very worrisome person. I really, really am. But if I can do it, you can too. Trust me. Trust me.